welcome all to YouTube channel Mechanical Study. Today we're going to start with the new question bank series for the subject internal combustion engine. We already start with the thermodynamics and fluid mechanics. So today we're going to start with the internal combustion engine. So here we're going to solve different that is multiple choice questions for subject internal combustion engine, and these questions might be appear in the different exams like SSCG, then GATE, then RRBG, then exams like engineering service exam. So we'll start with the question number 1, and the question number 1 is the compression ratio of diesel engine as compared to expansion ratio is. So here after I draw a diesel cycle on PV diagram. So here this is a diesel cycle that is drawn with the process 1 2 3 4. So 1 to 2 is the isentropic compression, 2 to 3 is the constant pressure heat addition, 3 to 4 is the expansion, that is isentropic expansion, and 4 to 1 is the constant volumetric rejection. So here process 1 to 2 is the isentropic compression, and ratio of V1 by V2 is nothing but the compression ratio. Similarly 3 to 4 is the isentropic expansion process, and ratio of V3 by V4 is nothing but the expansion ratio. So here it is clearly seen that the compression ratio as compared to a expansion ratio, here this is actually written as V4 by V3, that is final volume, that is V4 to the V3. So it is clearly seen from the diagram, that is V1 by V2 is greater than V4 by V3, that is the compression ratio is greater than the expansion ratio for a diesel cycle. So here option C will be the right answer. Now for a Otto cycle, the compression ratio as well as expansion ratio are both constant for a Otto cycle, that must be known to us. The next question, if compression ratio is kept same, then thermal efficiency of, suppose if you compare Otto, diesel and dual cycle, the performance of a dual cycle irrespective of the NA parameter, its performance or its efficiency ranges between Otto and diesel cycle always. So here we have to just compare diesel and Otto cycle, because dual cycle performance is kept in between Otto and diesel. So here for same compression ratio, for that is means we compare the Otto cycle and diesel cycle. Suppose I draw a Otto cycle on D and diesel cycle on PV diagram, then I will get the processes like such. Here this is the diesel cycle, this is the Otto cycle. So here it is clearly seen that the W net is more in Otto cycle as compared to a diesel cycle. So here it is clearly seen that for a same compression ratio and along with same heat addition, okay, so for same compression ratio and same heat addition, a Otto cycle efficiency is more. Reason behind that is the its W net will be more as compared to diesel cycle. So here Otto cycle performance will be more than the diesel cycle. So here option D will be the right answer. Then next question, 4-stroke petrol engines as compared to 2-stroke petrol engines having same output rating and same compression ratio have. So without doubt it will have a high thermal efficiency. Reason behind that is though the earlier we use 2-stroke engines where the cycle is completed in the 2-stroke, and in nowadays we use 4-stroke petrol as well as diesel engines, that is 4 strokes will be there, that is suction, compression, expansion and exhaust stroke. So here basically earlier when we use 2-stroke engine, its performance was very less, that is it is less efficient because of the several losses that is carried out in the working of a 2-stroke petrol or diesel engine. So in order to overcome that, a 4-stroke petrol and diesel engine were invented. So then its performance will be better, that is the whatever the losses, that is like unburnt gases that is flowing out of the engine in 2-stroke engine, that are generally avoided with the help of a 4-stroke engine, and that is the reason why 4-stroke engines are more efficient and are more economical as compared to its running cost is more economical as compared to the 2-stroke engine. So here option A will be the right. Question number 4. Thermal efficiency of Otto cycle can be represented by Eta Otto is equal to 1 minus Ra upon Rb. Which of the following element is correct for state A and B? So here the efficiency of an Otto cycle is nothing but 1 minus 1 upon R raised to gamma minus 1. So here R is nothing but, suppose I am considering the A, that is the starting condition of the compression process. So here VA will be the total volume and VB will be the clearance volume. So here R will be equals to VA upon VB raised to gamma minus 1, and this can be equals to TB upon TA. So here I think this is not RA upon RB, that is TA upon TB. So here if you put the then in equation, yes, it is comes out to be 1 minus 1 upon TB upon TA, and this will be equals to RS to gamma minus 1. So it is similar to the efficiency of a Otto cycle. So here one can say that the B is the point where heat addition process will be start, and A is the point where isentropic compression process will be start. So from the option, that is option A, constant volume heat addition process will start from B. So here option A will be the right answer, that is the A point is the where a isentropic compression process will be start, and B point is the where a heat addition process will be start in a Otto cycle. So here option B will be the right answer if you draw it on a PV diagram. So here option that is A will be the right answer, where constant volume heat addition process will start from the point B. The next question. Swept volume of an engine may be written as. So first of all that we must know what is the clearance volume and total volume of a cylinder. Suppose this is a cylinder, this is the crank case, then suppose this is the top dead center of the engine cylinder and this is the bottom dead center of the engine cylinder. So piston will reciprocate from this top dead center to the bottom dead center. So swept volume is the volume that is in between the TDC and BDC position. So this volume will be a swept volume. It is also called as stroke volume, and it is the difference between the volume between the TDC and BDC. That so option A will be the right answer for this question. Then the clearance volume is the volume which is above the top dead center. The next question. Efficiency of diesel cycle depends upon. So basically efficiency of a diesel cycle depends upon two parameters. First is the compression ratio and second is the cutoff ratio. As the compression ratio increases, the efficiency of a diesel engine also increases, and if the cutoff ratio decreases, then efficiency of a engine also increases. So these are the two parameters on which the diesel cycle efficiency will be depend. So here option B will be the right answer. Then next question, compression ratio of an IC engine is. So compression ratio of an IC engine is, it is nothing but it is a ratio of total volume, that is V total, to the clearance volume. So here what is clearance volume? That is the, suppose this is the engine cylinder. So here total volume will be the, that is the volume above the top dead center. This is the bottom dead center. So this is the clearance volume of the engine cylinder, and this is the, this much will be the stroke volume, and total volume is nothing but Vs plus Vc, and clearance volume is the Vc, and this is nothing but compression ratio R. So basically here option A will be the right answer, that is a ratio of volume of its combustion chamber from its largest capacity to its smallest capacity. So option A will be the right answer. Question number 8, that is thermal efficiency of Otto cycle, that of the Brayton cycle for a given same compression process is. So here first of all I will draw a PV diagram for Otto cycle, then PV diagram for Brayton cycle. So here PV diagram for Otto cycle is like such. 1 to 2 there will be compression, 2 to 3 will be the heat addition, 3 to 4 will be the expansion, 4 to 1 will be the heat rejection. Similarly for a Brayton cycle, that is process are 1 to 2 there will be compression, 2 to 3 heat addition at constant pressure, then T04, it is the expansion process, and fourth one is the, that is again a rejection, heat rejection process. Okay, so here for same compression ratio means that same compression process, that for process 1 to 2 the compression ratio R is V1 by V2 for petrol engine, and for a Breton cycle a compression or a pressure ratio is nothing but P2 by P1. So here relation between P2 by P1 and VO2 by V1 is nothing but the, that we will get the Rp will be equals to R raised to gamma, and if we put it in the equation of Breton cycle, we will get the efficiency of a Breton cycle will be equals to efficiency of a Otto cycle. So both the cycles have same efficiency, that is both will have, that is option A will be the right answer, that is same efficiency. Then next question, question number 9, compression ratio of diesel engines is in the range of, so better way in any exam generally compression ratio for petrol engine is given in the range of 6 to 10. Okay, then for dual it is range between 12 to 16, and for diesel it is given in the range 16 to 24. So remember one thing, that whatever the range in between 16 to 24 for diesel, that will be the correct answer, but minimum will be 16. So here we will have to see the, that is minimum 16 to 20 is given and 21 to 30 is given. So option C will be the right answer for the diesel engine. It is between the 16 to 20. So if it is given between 16 to 24, then mark that option for the given question for a diesel engine. The next question, thermal efficiency of diesel cycle is, so here basically thermal efficiency of diesel cycle depends upon compression ratio and secondly on cutoff ratio. So if the compression ratio of engine is more, then its efficiency is also more, and vice versa. If the cutoff ratio is less, then its efficiency will be less. So here the options correct answer will be the, so it will reduce at higher cutoff ratio for same compression ratio and heat capacity. Here so option C will be the right answer. That means a compression ratio for a given engine, that for diesel cycle its compression ratio should be less. What is compression ratio? Earlier I have told you, that is if I draw diesel cycle on PV diagram, it is comes out to be like such, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4, where V3 by V2 will be the compression, sorry, cutoff ratio. So here this can be what is value of rho, it should be less in order to have maximum efficiency of a diesel engine or a diesel cycle. So here option C will be the right answer. The next question, the compression ratio of SI engine varies from, so earlier I have told you that is ranges between 6 to 10. So option A will be the right answer. Then for maximum specific output and air standard Otto cycle, so for maximum specific output of an air standard cycle, suppose if I draw Otto cycle on TS diagram, then it is comes out to be like such, that is 1 to 2 isentropic compression, 2 to 3 that is constant volume dilatation, 3 to 4 isentropic, again isentropic. This is a straight line, it is not an inclined line, it is straight line. Better I draw, that's why we will not get confused. It is a straight line. Okay, this is a line parallel to T axis, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is Otto cycle, and here for this case, for maximum specific output, that is to get the maximum net work output, here this region will give us a W net, that is Q supplied minus Q rejected. So here this is the region of Q, that is a W net. So here for maximum net output, that is the, that for that you just have to cross multiply, that is T1 into T3 is equal to T2 into T4. So that here that equation for the, which for maximum work, that is nothing but here T2 will be equals to T3, T4 will be equals to arithmetic mean of minimum temperature and maximum temperature in the cycle. Here T1 is the minimum temperature in the cycle, that is the before sanction, and T3 is the maximum temperature in the cycle, that is at the end of a heat addition process. So here T2 for a maximum work output, that is T2 or T4, that is the A temperature after compression and temperature after expansion must be equals to arithmetic mean of is equal to geometric mean of T1 into T3. Arithmetic means that is nothing but the average T2 plus T1 by 2. This is the mean, that is the arithmetic mean, and geometric mean, that is the square root of T1 into T3. So here for the maximum work output it should be T1 into T3. The next question, that is question number 13. The volume of charge that can be available in engine after suction if clearance volume is 20 cc and swept volume is 300 cc. Consider mechanical efficiency and volumetric efficiency of engine 90% and 80% respectively. So here we have to find out the actual volume of charge that can be available in the engine after suction. Okay, so basically there are four strokes that takes place in a engine. First is the suction stroke, during which a mixture will be stuck inside the engine cylinder as piston move from TDC to BDC. So here the question asked is that is a charge available in the engine after suction. Okay, that is at the beginning of the compression stroke or at the end of the suction stroke. So for that purpose we should know the formula for volumetric efficiency, that is the V actual that is present in the that is available in the engine to the V theoretical. So here V theoretical is nothing but the swept volume that is given, which is nothing but 300 cc. Cc means centimeter cube, and V actual that we have to find out is the, so here volumetric efficiency is given 0.8, so it comes out to 300 into 0.8, that is 240 cc, and that is given in option number D. The next question, the stroke of an engine is the, so it is quite simple. Stroke of an engine is nothing but the, if this is the engine, then this is the piston, this is top dead center, this is bottom dead center, then vertical length between TDC and BDC is called as stroke, that is represented by L, and the internal diameter is called as bore. So here option that is the length of volume of cylinder, then length of one. Here option D will be the right answer, that is distance between TDC and BDC. So that is the correct answer for the stroke. Then last question for today, the A standard cycle with following processes in sequences: reversible adiabatic compression, reversible constant pressure heat addition, then reversible adiabatic expansion, reversible constant volume heat rejection. So basically a Otto cycle is the cycle where processes that is carried out are compression, then constant volume heat addition, then expansion, then constant volume heat rejection. Similarly for a diesel cycle, that is compression, that is isentropic compression, then constant pressure heat addition, then expansion, isentropic expansion, and lastly that is constant pressure, constant volume heat rejection. So here according to the question, here correct answer will be the diesel cycle. Similarly for dual cycle, process will be first compression, then constant volume heat addition, then constant pressure heat addition, then isentropic expansion, then constant volume heat rejection, and lastly Brayton cycle, that is process will be first will be the compression process, first there will be a isentropic compression, then constant pressure heat addition, then isentropic expansion, and lastly constant pressure heat rejection for a Brayton cycle. So this is the cycle for Brayton cycle. So here according to question, correct option will be option B, that is diesel cycle. So this is all for today. I hope you all enjoyed today's lecture. So we will going to cover as maximum questions or questions of different subjects, which will be helpful for appearing exams like GATE, SSC, JEE, then various different state exams. So enjoy lectures and share the information of this channel with your friends, and also take benefit of all the data available with our channel. So thank you. So do like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.